What's going on, friends, friends, and thramly? It is yet another glorious day in the United States of Siege, and I know I took a couple of days off. It was my birthday weekend. What do you want from me, right? But I feel like, did I leave shit on? What the ever-loving fuck? What exactly am I talking about, you might ask? Well, let's see. Well, first of all, there was the nor'easter, the bomb cyclone that was anything but the bomb as it came through and froze out the entire Northeast. The upside to all of this is that despite the regime's best attempts to silence anyone who wants to curse out a certain governmental agency, Mother Nature has made it nigh impossible to differentiate between complaints about regime issues and the incel Gestapo and what Mother Nature's fucking doing. So I'll say it proudly right now, fuck ICE, right? So Minnesota is still under siege. We see you, Minnesota. We definitely stand with you as ICE is spreading across the country, which makes me sound like the meteorologist from hell. What else happened? Oh my goodness. Let's see. The Supreme Court decided that the majority of Trump's tariffs were unconstitutional, and he responded by lashing out at not only the Supreme Court, but also, and this is fucking epic, calling into C-SPAN, using an alias that he used back in his early real estate developer days when he was trying to get into the New York's newspaper society pages, right? So he calls into C-SPAN under the alias John Barron and proceeds to rail about the fucking Democrats and the Supreme Court. At some point, he even accuses Chuck Schumer of not being able to cook a cheeseburger. What the fuck? But wait, the enshittification doesn't just stop there. The United States managed to squeak out not one, but 2 gold medal victories in hockey, beating out Canada. I'm so sorry, Canada. It's not us. Really, it's not all of us. It's these motherfuckers. Because something that should be just as uniformly and universally as blissful as winning a gold medal and celebrating for a bit of well-deserved national pride, instead, it gets shitted on twice. One by Kash Patel, who, by the way, I've been waiting to use the best moniker I've heard for him, which is someone called him Old Mortgage Eyes, because one eye is fixed and one is variable. I know, it's a low blow, but you can't tell me that shit isn't funny. And I did not come up with it. I wish I could take credit for that shit. But you got Kash Patel flying on a fucking private jet to go celebrate with Team USA. But we can't have healthcare, right? And then Trump decides to invite the men's hockey team to the White House and to the State of the Union. But then jokes that he also has to invite the women's team, otherwise he'd be impeached. So one, so many other reasons to impeach your fucking ass. But also, right? Like, why shit on these Olympians' moments, right? Like, why be so blatantly misogynistic in what should be a missive of love and support? How about just a simple fucking congratulations? But just as further proof into how wacky this fucking timeline is, the most presidential and beautiful response to this, of course, didn't come from anything near the White House. Instead, it came from the one, the only, the legendary Flavor Flav, who reached out to several brands to step up and show the women's hockey team the love, support, and respect they actually deserve. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, yeah. The State of the Union's about to occur. So that's going to be a good time. What's shaping up to be interesting about all of that is that the Democrats, as a way of showing their disdain and disgust with the way things have occurred, are going to be bringing Epstein survivors as their guests to the State of the Union. I mean, maybe it'll jar him to see some familiar faces in the room. We can only hope. We stand with Sasha. We believe the survivors, and we survivors stand united. We honor the memories of Keith Porter, Renee Good, and Alex Preddy. But more importantly, despite the frosty, frigid conditions, both politically and meteorologically, we stand firm, we stand strong. It might be cold outside, but that rage in your heart is absolutely justified. And remember, despite the weather, fuck ICE and rise the fuck